Hello and welcome to our squamous cell carcinoma image, which is part of our playlist on lung cancer. Let's jump right in. First, notice that this prison cell has a double bed. This is our recurring symbol for non-small cell lung cancers. This cell is non-small. It's big enough for two. More interesting though is what's on the bed, or should I say who? The prisoner this time is a square mouse, which should help you remember the word squamous. This is the scene's anchor. When you get a question about squamous cell carcinoma, the first thing you should think of is this square mouse. Also, if you check out the floor, we've made the tile look like squamous epithelium. This is less important, but we thought it might help some people. Now take a look next to the mouse. There's a pillow in the center of the bed. That's because squamous cell carcinoma arises in the central part of the chest. Its location is central. You can also remember this as squamous is central, which has some nice alliteration to it. Next, take a look at the piping in the top left corner of the room. Notice how it's starting to rust and rot where the pipe enters the wall? This piping is meant to represent bronchi, and the rusting mass is meant to represent the cancer itself. Squamous cell carcinoma often presents as a hilar mass arising from the bronchus. The hilum is the location where the bronchi and other structures enter the lung, by the way. It is represented by the pipe going into the wall. Squamous cell carcinoma also often leads to cavitation within the lung, which is represented by the wall rotting and caving in around the rust. Now let's go back to the bed. What's that in the mouse's hands? It's holding its most prized possession, a pink pearl necklace. This pearl necklace represents keratin pearls, which are seen histologically. Intercellular bridges are also commonly seen. To help you remember this, just look outside this prison cell. We've added a bridge from this cell to the next. You might say it's an intercellular bridge. Now take a look under the bed to find our last couple of facts. It looks like the prisoner is hiding some stuff from the guards. First, he has hidden a bunch of ice cream cartons. These are our Calci Yum ice cream cartons, which should help you remember that hypercalcemia can be associated with squamous cell carcinoma. If you look closely at the carton, you'll see that these are special edition. There is a spaceship on it that looks like a thyroid gland. And notice the 4 bright lights on the spaceship? These represent the parathyroid glands. And that's because squamous cell carcinoma sometimes secretes parathyroid hormone related peptide, also known as PTHrP. This secretion is what's responsible for the hypercalcemia. Consequently, it's considered a paraneoplastic syndrome of squamous cell carcinoma. Finally, look at the cigarettes also under the bed. These cigarettes should help you remember that smoking is associated with squamous cell carcinoma. Smoking is associated with all types of lung cancer, mind you, but the association is strongest for squamous cell. And that's it for squamous cell carcinoma. Just remember this square mouse in a non-small cell, and you'll be ready for any question on test day.